Xin chao, what's up everybody? Alright, in this video we're exploring areas in District 1 I have not yet seen myself or walked around. So that's what we're doing. We're in a little side alley. I'm just trying to kind of get lost in areas that I've been past but never really walked around. And it's kind of interesting to see what you find. Like I'm just randomly, we're kind of over by like the embassy but not. Like there's a little French bistro over here that's got some expats in here. I don't know how they found this though. Because this is in the middle of nowhere. Well, for District 1, we're down 300 meters in this alley. Motorbike for rent. Some kind of expat motorbike rental place. There's nice houses here, though. So let me know in the comment section what areas you want to see me explore. You know, we've been doing a lot of different areas. We just did Tanfu. I think we've almost covered every district as of now. I think there's one or two that I haven't that are way out there. And that'll probably take longer to get to those because that just requires me to travel and it takes 2 hours out of the day just to do the driving. So I'm not in a particular hurry, and the market for somebody going there is pretty low. Even somebody moving here or gonna be here on vacation. So I don't see too big of a point. So I kind of try to focus on District 1, District 3, District 7, District 2. Most of the places that people moving here or traveling will be going. We are going to do a bunch of stuff in District 6 this week. So District 6 has an amazing food nightlife area. So we'll do some exploring here. The Greenview's got a bunch of service apartments here. Written in Japanese on the bottom. This place is way popular. Yeah, soup. I don't want a soup though. We see something like that. Chris doesn't feel that. It's too hot for soup today. It's been super hot. Kind of been in a heat wave. It's supposed to cool down from the north to the south this week. Let's just hope it does. Ombahe. Finally, after 4 years, I can say it. Banh mi pad thai. Pate. Pate is my favorite part of a banh mi. I don't usually eat at this style of a banh mi. I prefer a lady's cart type deal, but this doesn't look bad. I mean, these areas are interesting. You know, you're right here by them, but for some reason I've just never really got down to this area. You know, I'm going to talk about a new project that's been open for a while. It has a pretty low rental rate because their prices are insane. So that's what we're walking to now. It's some of the highest priced property for rental in Saigon for an apartment, and especially how small the size is of them. And we'll go walk up to it and talk about it. So we're getting there. This is the kind of pharmacy I'd recommend, not a farm city. Something like this, it's going to be cheaper. It's going to be a better price. Farm City has so much overhead because they open up so many shops that it's going to be a little bit higher price-wise. Usually about 10 to 20% higher. They used to have a problem with fake drugs here, but it's not an issue anymore. So you don't have to buy at Farm City because you think you're going to get fake stuff at other pharmacies. That's just an old wives' tale / myth. Maybe many years ago, but not now. Same with the alcohol. I've heard it from multiple people who are like, the alcohol's fake here. I'm like, what? No, it's not. They got this really good sticker system, which makes it pretty hard to, this soup looks good too. It's just like a pho. Some kind of vermicelli beef soup. Nice little coffee shop. A little craft brewery. What the hell's our craft brewery here? I wonder if this connects down here. I want to walk down here, but I don't know if it connects. The problem is none of these alleys have been connecting through all the way. So it's like a gamble, but let's take the gamble. By the traffic flow coming in, this looks like this probably connects. What she's doing right there, that's how you get your phone stolen. So don't do that. And people think they've got these lanyard things on. Like that's this big thing now. Like, oh, it's on my necklace on my neck. Dude, a dude going by you 30 kilometers on a motorbike, your lanyard isn't going to do shit. He's going to grab that phone and that lanyard will break right at that weak point where it connects to your case. Or he's going to whip your ass down. You know, either way, it's not going to be fun, but I don't find that those lanyard things offer too much protection. What the lanyard thing's good for is losing your phone. So if you constantly lose a phone, then that's good because you know where it's always at. It's around your neck. Oh, pet shop down here. Car chirping. Fresh coffee. There's a virtual office. So when you do incorporate a business here, you do need to have an office. And most people, if they don't want to have overhead, they rent a virtual office. And you don't even have to ever go there. You can rent one that's technically not even an office at all, where you just pay like a minimal fee. I think it's $200K a month. And then you can put your company's address there as an office. So you have to have a proper office to register a business address at. You just can't register it at your house or apartment. But you can do an apartment if your apartment's an OT, an office tel. And that's what they call ones where you can live in that apartment and then you can also open a business there. So like, for example, Golden River had office OTs up until the 32nd floor, 35th floor. And they usually go for about 10% more because, of course, you can just do more with them. Like a brewery down here. I bet this doesn't cut through either. Yeah, there certainly is. Craft brewery. Sounds busy. It's a weird location, though. Can't say it's a real money-making location. Got a Harley. Riding through this world. I don't know why none of this connects around here. Nope, that ends over there. I think this ends down here. Let's see if I can take it right. It's a beautiful house here. Look how big this house is. Somebody's balling. A pretty nice house too. 20. Oh, nothing down here. We gotta walk back. Instead of wasting your time seeing the same thing, let me turn it off and we'll turn it back on. All right, we're back towards where we came from. Walking fast. I could never wear pants here. You couldn't pay me to wear pants here. There's no fucking way. It's just too hot, man. Just gotta have swamp crotch right now. I wear pants for an hour in weather like this, and it's not good down there. This is definitely, if you're gonna pack here, unless you're trying to impress somebody and go to like some super high-end club, you don't even need one pair of pants. I'm watching this guy IRL stream in Thailand, and he keeps complaining about the weather like every second, and he's got pants on. Well, dude, just wear shorts. Who are you trying to impress? No girl cares if you got pants or shorts on. It's kind of ridiculous to even think that way. I tell you what, I haven't worn pants here in like 4 years, maybe 3 times total, and that's always been for like a wedding. There's no way I'd wear pants willingly in this weather. The Vietnamese can do it because they're climatized for this shit. It's a big boy, a 750 Li. This really isn't a tourist area, but I've seen a lot of like tourists, so who am I to know? I think what it is you can get a cheaper hotel in this area of District 1. It's like off the main drag of everything. You know, you're talking windways like over here. That's the kind of pho I would skip. That is not the pho you're looking for. So, we're trying to go down here so we can go look at the Marq, so I can show you. And the Marq is just crazy expensive. It's ugly. It is like wildly expensive. $1,650 for a empty, completely empty, I'm not even talking a fridge, empty, $1,650 for a 2-bedroom, 68 meters, which is small. My 1-bedroom that I used to live at in Golden River was 69 meters, and it was 1 bedroom. The layout's also kind of goofy. I don't get it. I don't understand who put the layout together, what they were thinking. But it's very quality built. You know, I met an architect doing a tour, a Japanese architect doing a tour about, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. And we talked for like 20 minutes. And he was like kind of blown away. I have all this knowledge of all these buildings, but pretty much what we talked about was we talked about the Marq, and we talked about the new Masteries project that's next to Golden River. And he's worked on both. And the way he made it sound is he doesn't even think the first building will get done for that Masteries project, like the one that's all glassed up. He's like, dude, if you take a look at it, he's like, I was just there. Like, they're not doing anything on the inside. They're only finishing the outside. They're only just putting like all the glass up and like all that. There's nothing actually done on the inside. They haven't put in counters or anything. So like, he's like, if you walk around on the inside, it's just concrete poured. Like, all they're doing is putting lipstick on. And he's like, I very much so doubt that they'll even ever get that first one built. And he said the quality, the build quality is pretty poor, because it was a continuation to what Vinhomes was building. And there's no secret there. Vinhomes kind of shortcuts, you know. Golden River had a slew of issues as I left. You know, the building's only, I think, 8 years old. I think the one I was in was only 5 years old, because Aqua 1 and Lux 6 were the newest. Aqua 4 was the oldest. So I think my building that I was in was only 5 or 6 years old. But so many problems were going on there as I left. You know, things don't age well there. And then they started doing this weird thing of like, where maintenance wasn't getting done on the building itself. Like, an air conditioner would break in the gym, and 3 months later it'd get fixed, with like people having to write written complaints, like going crazy on complaints to just get something done, to get something fixed, you know. And the way he explained that this Marq building, he's like, dude, they're running that as a tight ship. Like, that actually has foreign architects attached to it, foreign builders they brought in. Everything was poured correctly, everything was measured correctly. He agrees the price is too high, but he's like, if you told me I had to buy a unit, like a condo, I think they're about $1 million at the Marq for what they rent for, real close. I think $650 to $1 million for a 1 to 2 bedroom, if you were gonna buy USD. He's like, if you told me I had to buy one, I'd buy the Marq over the new Masteries. He's like, every time I'd buy the Marq. So clearly he kind of knows a lot more than what I know, because I mean, he's an architect, he's a builder, he's a developer. So, but for me, it's still very hard to, in my head, be like, how much? $1,650 for an empty apartment? And not even like a high floor. It only goes 28 floors. That's for like a mid 14th, 12th floor. But the thing with the Marq is, if you've got the money, you can have as many dogs as you want. They're a dog-friendly place in District 1. There's a couple other ones, but it's pretty hard to find dog-friendly apartments in District 1. Like a pet-friendly, outside of it not being like a Vietnamese house or a Vietnamese apartment. And what I mean when I say that is, like, this isn't an apartment, but I'll just use this as an example. This is more of what a Vietnamese apartment would look like. Like this. So you're gonna hear your neighbors, you're gonna hear everything. If they've got dogs barking, you're gonna hear them barking. Here's another Gangs. This location's pretty good, but if you want the dance party, rave type deal, go to the one on Windway. This one's good because it's never really that busy, so you can almost always get a table here. I do recommend the Gangs. I think it's pretty nanghua. Oh, the sidewalk's complete shit here. You would think they'd be like, this is the tourist district, maybe let's make this sidewalk nice. No. I kind of gave up on trying to figure out how the People's Committee of Saigon operates, because I don't know. I think what it is, there's a large thinking to what I think it is nobody walks around here. Like, you know, Vietnamese don't go for a nice stroll during the day, or even that much at night. Like I've said in other videos, if they've got to go 300 feet, guess what? They're going to jump on their motorbike and drive that shit. You know, they don't want to be out in the hot sun, and they don't want sun. So, I mean, I think a lot of where it is where they fail to have success almost, or fail to fix things, is they don't see it from the perspective of, you know, someone that's out walking and doing stuff. So here's Lim Tower, and then the Marq is up here on the right. Lim Tower is a business tower. And the other problem with the Marq is it's in D1, but it's not a desirable location. You know, it's just not the best of locations. I think this is the Marq. Could be wrong. I could be right. But I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. Bunch of Dell monitors. Oh, those older Dells used to hold up so well. Pink hair don't care. Why is it all sealed off in the back like this? If this is the Marq, it's super highly unapproachable too. Like, I couldn't find any side alleys to get down here. Like, it was just more of a pain. Like, I ended up walking many blocks around and tried to go down different side alleys to like get to this thing, but they make you go around. This is the Marq. So here it is, the Marq, District 1, one of the most expensive apartment properties you can get. With all the security. See, they try to create this like ambiance that, like, you know, it's really special. Like, it's really worth spending so much money. We will do a tour of the apartments here at some point in the next month or so. I've been talking to an agent just to have it out there. You know, I like to be the comprehensive guide on District 1, essentially. So you can get at it from that side. But I mean, there's nothing around it either. Like, it doesn't look incredibly great. Howdy, little John. It's hard for me to understand that price point with nothing around it. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but like, there's not much going on around it. I don't even see like a 7-Eleven. That's already a big problem right there. Like, where's there a place to go buy? Oh, wait, hold on. Let me eat my words. Let me eat crow. I think I see a co-op market or some kind of market. There's some kind of market here, but how late is it open till? Oh yeah, play the music super loud. It's gonna make everybody want to come to your pub. Oh wait, no, there's one guy out there. Because guess what? That shit's annoying, even the Vietnamese. Everybody thinks they're a DJ here, man. Like, why? You don't need the music loud right now. Maybe at midnight, turn it up. And there's like people dancing. Now it's just obnoxious and annoying. It's one thing, if you can't tell, I've grown to very much dislike in Vietnam. The constant, we've got to have a speaker and play it real loud. There's a Highlands Coffee. Okay, that's not bad. I'm still not seeing a 7-Eleven though. Like, this is, just that alone, you don't understand, like, not having a 7-Eleven or a GS Mart or somewhere to go buy like shit when you need it right by your place. Incredibly not convenient. Like, more so a pain in the ass than anything. Like, this is a problem. This would rule out the Marq for me, just this alone. I know you're like, what? Just because there's no supermarket? Trust me. Pretty important to have one. Or even just like a mom and pop shop, which you don't even have. You've got some like cafes and stuff, but yeah, I'm just not understanding how you could ask that kind of price in a not desirable area of District 1. Let's be honest. This is not frankly put, this is not a highly desirable area of District 1. Sure, you can walk to stuff pretty quickly. You know, 8-minute walk, 10-minute walk, you're on Windway. But initially, still no 7-Eleven, still no GS Marq, Circle K. I mean, that's a deal killer right there for me. I go to Circle K 2 or 3 times a day, or a GS Marq, whatever, you know. You're going to that stuff all the time. There's an EV charger. You don't see those very much. EV. Don't get me started on EV. Never going to be the future. Some kind of apartment getting redone. Yeah, this is absolutely, there's just no freaking way. Why would you want to live? And it's not approachable from any angle but that angle we just went to. Look, we're boxed all around this thing. That's the Marq right there. So you can get in and out in one junction point. Nah. Nah, mate. So what'll happen with that? It's only been open like a year, I think. Year and a half. It's the same thing that happened in Golden River. They asked these crazy rental prices. They thought the property was worth more than it was. So then, you know, 80% of the building just remained empty. Besides for people that like bought the places to actually live in themselves and not for investment of renting. But it seems to be the same situation at the Marq. They probably had a high sale rate there on the pre-sale, but they're trying to rent it for a profit, like as an investment property. But as you could see, you know, again, even on this side, I see like 15 lights on out of a 100 wall deal. Like probably 100 apartments I'm looking at. Why would someone want to pay that much? And on top of it, this location sucks. I'm just going to be frank, it sucks. It's by all these government buildings. Like, fuck that shit, man. There's nothing around here. Fuck, you can't even go to a 7-Eleven. Yeah, there's zero chance I would ever live at this place. Less than zero. Especially at that price tag. There's no way. I think what's going to happen is you're going to see, because the big thing like with apartments lately is a lot of people have animals. Like they have a cat or a dog, and a lot of these apartments are just insane. They're like, no, you can't have anything. But then, you know, Vietnamese, they don't follow rules. So like, guess what? Everybody's got a cat or a dog, even if it's against the rules. And they'll hide it in the bag or whatever they got to do. So it really doesn't even make any sense to even have these rules, especially if it's a modern concrete build. Something like the Marq, which does allow pets, or something like Golden River, which is heavily concreted, should allow pets. Like, why not? Well, what's going to happen is if the Masteries does open, they position themselves to like really be pretty strong on the animal front. Like they've got a pet concierge, a dog concierge, they've even got a cat concierge that'll go up and look after your cat while you're at work. Like they're offering all kinds of crazy shit for animals. I think that's it. I think we came full circle. Yep, that was full circle. So this is where we started. And amazingly, the Marq really only has one entrance point. That is wild. Whoever came up with that and thought that that was a great idea, wild. Absolutely wild. That effectively makes it a no-go for me. We got a Loteria here. I think I'll do a quick video at Loteria as well. Shoot off a 3-piece today. So that's the video, guys. Thank you for watching. As ever, if you want to go on a private tour, food tour, nightlife, whatever kind of tour you want, sign up for the Patreon, drop me a message on there, and we can set that up for you. Let me know in the comments what you thought about the Marq location. Again, the Marq is right here, this thing here. So, as ever, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day, afternoon, night. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that greatly helps. If you want to leave a comment, that greatly helps. And yeah, smash that like button. Thank you guys. Stay frosty. See you on the next one. Peace out.